right, I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. I'm going to try to not go into so much detail in my videos to try to shorten them up a bit. Because I doubt most people watch the whole damn video, like 30 minutes long. Jet.com wouldn't take the load early. The shipping, they had like 3 different shipping and receiving departments there. The one I was delivering to only works like 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. So I got there like 10 p.m. Thursday night. My appointment was for Friday at noon, and they pretty much unloaded me at my appointment time Friday at noon. Now they let me bump a dock at 9:40 a.m., but they didn't start unloading me until 11:40. But it only took about 33 minutes to unload me. I was expecting them to take a lot longer because they told me that it was floor loaded, and because it was floor loaded, it was going to take a long time to unload. But 33 minutes, it was really quick. So there was a few issues getting my next load. They were having issues trying to figure out how to get me home, and they wanted me to go up to Michigan, but I don't think they could get me home before I ran out of hours if they routed me to Michigan. Like, they asked me, like, if I wanted to go to Michigan. I was like, I don't care. I said, I just don't want to do a 34 at a truck stop. I mean, whenever I run out of hours, I want to be at home to do a 34. So I'm going to be mad if, I have to do a 34 at a truck stop. So I don't care when I get home or where you send me, as long as when I do my 34, it's at the house. And they tried a couple of different loads, and the one we ended up with was picking up in Kansas City and delivering in Mount Vernon, Texas. There's a Lowe's distribution center off I-30 in Mount Vernon. I've delivered there once before, and I just drove by there last week. I remember there was a huge line of trucks. I hope it's not backed up like that when I go there. But my driver manager added Oklahoma City as a stop on the route so that I get actually paid to swing by Oklahoma City. It would have been about 150 unpaid miles for me to go to Oklahoma City, take a 34, and then make the delivery. Because what it is, I'm going to get home Friday night, and I'm going to make the delivery Monday morning. But if the route point wasn't added by my driver manager, it would have been about 150 miles for me to go to Oklahoma City and then back into route. And I wouldn't have been paid for that. And I would have had to call the fuel department and get a new fuel solution with that route going to Oklahoma City. So it would have been some extra work on my part, and 3 hours of extra driving. I'm burning up my clock and not getting paid. So it was really cool of my driver manager to do that. My old driver manager butted heads with me over that and refused to pay me out of route miles to go to my house for home time. And my new driver manager does it without me even saying anything. So awesome. Everything's been better with my new driver manager. Not everything. Like, everything about my new driver manager has been positive. I haven't had a negative experience with my new driver manager. Now, I have had some bad loads, but I'm not blaming that on my driver manager. My interactions with the new driver manager have all been good, so that is good. What else was there? Yeah, on this, so the delivery window on this is tonight at midnight, 12:01 a.m. Saturday until 8 a.m. Monday morning. I can deliver any time in that window. So I could, as soon as my 34 is up, at 9 a.m. Sunday morning, I could leave my house at that time and go deliver this approximately 5 hours away, and then try to get a load. but it's a pain in the butt to get loads on the weekend. So what would end up happening, most likely, is that I would make the delivery at about 2 p.m. Sunday, and I would just sit until Monday morning waiting on a load. So rather than do that, I'm going to sit at my house Sunday and make this delivery Monday morning at about 4 a.m. and then wait on a load. And hopefully they have something for me pretty quick Monday morning. It would probably be best to deliver it right at 8 a.m. Monday morning, but I don't want to push it to the last minute. Plus, I'm still cautiously optimistic that they might be able to give me a load when I make the delivery at 4 a.m. and I'll be able to like drive into Dallas at 4 a.m. rather than at 8 a.m. As traffic has been picking up recently. Alright, so 6 minutes. Is there anything else real quick I want to say before I end the video? Just a general thing is I am burnout on being a company driver. I'm starting to get an I don't care attitude. One of the, fire me, I don't care type attitude. I'm really close to getting to that point with being a company driver. I've only got about 3 weeks left. I'm just really tired of all the BS. I'm tired of sitting around not getting paid. Mainly the biggest point of contention with me is the pay. The pay is incredibly insufficient. Take this week, for example. This is a 1,600 mile week for me. Last week was a 3,200 mile week. But I had a 1,000 mile trip from last week on this paycheck. So the way I'm actually getting paid is last week was a 2,200 mile paid week, and this week is going to be a 2,600 mile paid week. That money to me is crap. So 2,200 mile paid week, that's going to be like 41, 42 cents a mile. Do the math on that. That's like a $900 something dollar a week, probably. 2,600 miles. It's actually 2,596 miles. So that's going to be probably 44 cents a mile. So 2,596 times 0.44. Figure that out. That's a decent week. It's okay. What is that? Is that about $1,100? Wait, 2,596 times 0.44. 2,596 divided by 2 is going to be what? 1,250, 1,270, somewhere in that area. I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say 1,150. That's like okay. That's okay. But I worked really hard, put in a lot of hours, and had basically 2 days where I only slept for about 2 hours. And I didn't get paid much of anything those 2 days, dealing with the shop and all kinds of other stuff and doing a local delivery. These are just some of the many reasons that I'm burnt out with being a company driver. It's just tons and tons of unpaid time. I'm just not making anywhere near enough money to justify the amount of work that I'm doing. So it's just really frustrating for me. But I'm trying to just have the mentality of I've only got 3 weeks left, just gut it out. Just gut check this out. And that's what's holding me together right now. If I was not planning on moving over to lease, then I would leave this company. I would definitely leave this company. Supposedly, Creek will hire with 4 months of experience. And when I'm supposed to move over to lease is when I hit my 4 months of experience. I've seen trucks, where Crete says they require 1 year of experience. Trucker Al is a YouTuber that I watch that drives for Crete, and he says that it's not a year, it's only 4 months. He said, contact him and he'll get you in touch with his recruiter, and they can get you hired on with 4 months of experience. I don't know if that's true, or maybe they changed it to 1 year experience. They just haven't told him about it. But he said that whenever he got hired on with Crete initially, that he started at 56 cents a mile. I don't know how much experience he had whenever he got hired on with Crete, but that would be a significant bump over the crap money that USA Truck is paying. And supposedly Crete also has much better runs, like 1,500 mile runs. I heard some number, like their average length of haul is something like 1,300 miles. USA Truck's average length of haul is probably 300 miles. And for anybody who isn't in trucking, doesn't understand trucking, you don't get paid to load and unload. It takes several hours typically to load and unload. So if you're doing really short runs, you're loading and unloading all the time. So tons and tons of unpaid time. That's part of my frustration, is this crazy amount of unpaid time that I have. And a part of it has to do with the amount of loading and unloading that I have to deal with, and I don't get any kind of compensation for that. So if you're getting mileage pay, it is much better to get long haul runs, like 13, 15, 2,500, 3,000 mile runs. Those are much more profitable, because when you're moving down the road at 65 miles an hour, you're making like $30 an hour, even if you're making only 46 cents a mile. If you're making 56 cents a mile, then I don't know what your hourly rate is, but it's a lot better than what I make. What the hell's going on up here? Oh, left lane closed ahead. Knight was passing somebody, and left lane is closed ahead. The jackass that he was passing wouldn't tap the brakes and let him pass, so now Knight is stuck behind this person. What a dick. And what really sucks about this is I'm quite certain that I'm governed faster than Knight, so I'm going to have to pass both of them. But yeah, I'm just really burnt out, which is another reason that I'm thinking I want to take the extra time on the weekend. Is I'm going to try to avoid, I'm going to stop focusing on making as much money as possible, and I'm just going to start focusing on just trying to gut out the rest of this. These last 3 weeks, I'm just going to try and gut it out. I'm going to stop focusing on trying to push as hard as I can to make as much money as I possibly can, and I'm just going to try to survive these next 3 weeks without quitting and going to another damn company. I'm really tired of this crap. But anyway, that's about it for the video. If I continue on, it's just going to be ranting and raving about all the crap over here at USA Truck. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. I'm probably not going to do a video on my weekend. Whenever I have some downtime, that's probably what I'm going to